What's up, collectors? So easy to see us today. When the phone, we're taking a look at the recently released pictures for Transformers Shattered Glass Starscream. Before we get into the topic at hand, I want to thank you all for 300 subscribers. I am super happy and super excited for the future. I know 300 is not much and I am only getting started, but I value every single one of you guys, and I am super grateful for being a small part of the Transformers community. Discussing new figures, doing reviews, and interacting with you guys in the comments section is priceless. Again, I am super grateful. Thank you. And for our first look at Shattered Glass Starscream, here we have the front of the box and the back of the box. For the front of the box, you can see it looks amazing, really unique indeed. I love the overall aesthetics of the box itself. You can see that for the display, it's not bad at all. You can see the image of Starscream on the left and the Transformers purple logo on the right. On the bottom, we got Shadow Glass and the Shadow Decepticon logo, so not that bad at all. I just love the color and the overall aesthetics of the box. And on the back, we got the typical raw mode as well as the vehicle mode and the 22 steps to new Transformer. But that's pretty much it for the box. On the back, pretty much nothing is happening. And for the ends of the figure itself, as you can see, that it brings the Norred. That's pretty much a staple on a Seeker, but this time it brings a sword, and the sword is not any sword. You can go ahead and break it apart and it becomes a dual winning sword. So the sword itself is still grabbed. That's pretty much the main event. I want the figure itself just because of the sword, because in my opinion it's really unique. I never saw any figure, any Transformer with that type of sword. And for the figure itself, pretty much it's nothing new. You already know what this mold can offer, the cons and the articulation pieces and everything that this guy brings to the table. But this time, it has a different paint job, and the paint job in general is not that bad. I would prefer a little bit more of a red application towards the legs and the wings, because in my opinion there's missing a couple of red pieces here and there. But honestly, pretty much everything is on the spot. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. You can see the red on the chest. That's pretty much accurate to his particular representation. You can see the face skull is white, so that's accurate as well. But just, I don't know, in my opinion there's a couple of red applications missing, because he's not 90% white and 10% red. They could have done just a little bit more, just 70-30 for example, just a little bit more on the wings and legs, because again, he's not entirely white all over the place and it kind of looks weird and I don't like it at all. So I don't know, but again, it's just my personal opinion. In general, it looks just, good enough, I guess. And now for a couple of pictures, he displays the weapons that he brings to you. As you see, how he looks with them. As you can see, not bad at all. And we already know how he looks with the Norrex in hand and on the arms. The new thing is the sword, and he looks amazing with it. That sword, in my opinion, is the main event. If you pick this figure, it's pretty much because of the sword, because you can display with Optimus, you can display with Ironhide, you can display pretty much with any figure you want, and it looks unique, it looks amazing. And again, not only that, you can go ahead and split them up and recreate some awesome displays with the figure you decide to put them on. And I mean, they look amazing, they look really unique, and I love them. I'm not going to be comparing him to his original Shadow Glass representation because I have no knowledge of the figure, but if you do, go ahead and feel free to flex your knowledge in the comments down below. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and display the pictures that they released with the figure, and as you can see, it looks really nice, not bad at all. I love the graphics and just the overall aesthetics of every picture that they released with the Shadow Glass figure. Looks amazing. And now moving on to his Seeker mode, we already know what this can offer. Just like the Raw mode, we already know what this can bring to the table. The only difference is, again, is the sword. As you can see, you can display like the note rates, and it looks honestly unique. It looks good. It adds some new pieces to the actual Seeker mode, and it kind of looks a little bit more different, but it pretty much is exactly the same as the previous 100 Seekers that we had by now. But this time you can see that obviously it's a little bit more different of a paint distribution. You can see that it has red on the front as well as on the side, and it has a little bit on the back as well, so not that bad at all. You can see that it has blue for the windows, and the Decepticon logo now is red, just like Megatron was. And for his overall original Shattered Glass Jet mode, you can see that it's not accurate at all. I got a couple of pictures on the top and it's completely different, and this is to be expected because he is essentially a repaint. He's not an original mold, and pretty much every single Shattered Glass figure that is gonna come is pretty much gonna be a repaint. We already saw Megatron and Blur, there were repaints as well, so this is safe to say that pretty much every Shattered Glass figure that is gonna come on the future is gonna be a repaint. So what are your thoughts on Shattered Glass Starscream? Which one of the three that were announced so far is your favorite, and which one are you gonna pick up? I'm interested to know your opinion on the subject, so leave that on the comments down below. And by the way, I didn't add this to the previous video that I released. Basically, this was announced with the Studio Series 86 figure. I just didn't want to add this to that video. I believe this is completely his own thing, a completely different figure, and I just didn't want to shove it in on that video, so that's why I made this one. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps you, the algorithm, and it helps my videos get out there in a while. So if you get anything, any value out of my content, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But this is pretty much it for Transformers Shattered Glass Starscream, and again, thank you for 300 subscribers.